Street smarts isn't just about knowing how the streets work. It's about being able to read situations, recognize patterns, understand people, and know when to move and when not to react. You can have all the knowledge in the world, but if you don't know how to apply it in real life, what good is it? Lock in, mystic, in the world first. The life skills that school doesn't teach. Observing body language, reading cues, paying attention to the subtle tones, the energy. These things are a necessity that you should pay attention to your environment. Schools want to teach you based off of the system of what they was getting, of what they're being offered. And I understand the teachers gotta do what they need to do to feed their families and get a source of income. But what they really be teaching doesn't necessarily need to be applied to everyday life situations. Basic reading, basic math. Okay, cool. I understand that. But the broader scheme of things, when it just talks about, when it comes to building skills, knowing how to tell how situations are and being able to recognize the patterns that is occurring right now in this present moment. And depending on what environment you're in and how you should go about the situation. I was at the gym and I'll be talking to this OG. He's a teacher. I remember in the lines when he just told me how this this girl, she had a college associate's degree. She went to college. She had like associate's degree, bachelor's degree. It was something like that. And she was dating this ball player. He's playing somewhere. I can't particularly remember. The athlete, he was taking creatine, and the girl decided to take it with him. But here's the issue: she wasn't working out. She started to have problems with her seeing changes in her body. Started gaining unnecessary weight. She didn't like how the way she was looking. She started wearing bigger clothes just to cover up her fat that she was gaining. She didn't have to do nothing extreme at all. She really just probably just needed to just at least just walk on a treadmill or something. Not just sit around just expecting just to have things work in your favor. You're taking a supplement and expecting it just to work in your favor, and you're not doing nothing at all to apply it to your everyday routine, structure. And the dude at the gym, he was all telling me this. And he just said, Some people are like book smart, got these degrees and got these degrees and all that, but the streets they're not street smart because the woman, she really didn't make a good decision, and that's some things that you just have to experience, right? She really didn't make the best decision. Another time too, I worked at this job washing trucks. I had this Spanish manager, and he told a guy that was in prison before what was in his bank account. I don't know what he went to prison for, but he's probably been surrounded by that environment of being in the streets, right? And he straight up told the the Spanish manager, the Mexican manager, that don't tell anybody else what's in your bank account. Because a lot of people can get grimy. They can get I'm saying they're gonna backdoor you. See what you have, they're gonna want to take it. Some people don't owe you no loyalty. So that's definitely something that you definitely gotta watch out for too as well. You can't share personal information with everybody, especially if they're not like your blood. Yeah, y'all don't share the same blood. Y'all don't talk on a regular. These are just scenarios that, from experience, that you just have to keep your mouth shut at times. And this is like why being observant and paying attention to your environment is crucial, so you can pick up on these social cues. Seeing seeing how the environment is, whatever you are. And as someone who has grown up in those situations and has seen a lot of stuff that just goes down in the hood, it's a lot of stuff that is just fake and fugazi. People are waiting for the opportunities. They're willing to take what you have, even though you can be willing to try to help them out, be kind and everything. They don't care about that. And not everybody like that. Not everybody is like this from the hood. Some people really just they gain the knowledge, and now they move accordingly. This is exactly why it's so important to apply this into your everyday life, because there's a books and just getting a degree can't teach you this. It just can't, because this is something that you have to just experience for yourself. Be out in nature, be out in the real world, getting the conversating with people, hearing what they talk about. And I'm not saying you eavesdropping and trying to be nosy or anything, but it happens when you're quiet, you're being silent, and you hear people and what they talk about. You don't have to be that type of person who is just trying to like get into drama or anything, because that's not what this is for. It's to have awareness. But school doesn't teach you this. It doesn't. These are survival skills that everyone needs and should be applied, because they always just think it's just about these situations of you just probably just selling drugs, killing or robbing. And yes, that's a big part of it. But the other side of it, just to have the survival instincts, right? When it comes to shows that they usually be showing, Power, BMF, Snowfall, people will already know about these type of shows, right? So applying those type of that apply that type of knowledge into your everyday life. Not saying you have to go to the certain extent they go to, or you have to listen to and take a grasp upon, and so much just thinking that you have to be so much like that. No, you don't have to do that. But they do have some truth to it, to that type of knowledge, that type of information should be taken noticed upon. Street smarts can take you further than the streets. It's awareness, discernment, adaptability, and knowing how to move without losing yourself in the environment around you. Knowledge becomes more valuable when you know when and how to apply it. Have strong have a strong connection with discernment. Because when you deal with situations in everyday life, you need it. I'm gonna pin my answer codes down in the comments, or check out the description. One or two. Like, comment, subscribe. We forever lock in. All give praise to the Most High. Some peace and love.